It's game 2 of this best-of-3 National League Wild Card Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Another sellout crowd. The Cubs winning an exhilarating 3-1 ball game yesterday, and today they can win the series with a victory over the Padres.
Well, Andrew Kittredge is on the mound. Chicago goes with an opener today ahead of Shota Imanaga. So Kittredge pitched in the 8th inning yesterday, and he'll get the first in game 2.
Fernando Tatis Jr. will lead off. He settles himself in the right-handed batter's box. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch, Tatis lines it up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. First knock of the series for Fernando, and a leadoff single top of the first inning.
Arraez, the National League leader in hits. 292 ended the regular season on a 15-game hit streak, but was 0 for 4 yesterday, including a rare strikeout. Tatis holding as Arraez flicks the ball to right center for a base hit. Back-to-back single start game 2 for San Diego.
Well, I know Luis Arraez has been a little bit slow yesterday, 0 for yesterday, but the month of September was good to him.
Andrew Kittredge immediately in a pickle. Base hits by Tatis and Arraez, and now Manny Machado.
Yeah, the fans making noise. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball got him. Machado might have chased a pitch that broke off the outside edge. It's out number 1.
And now 2 on 1 out for Jackson Merrill. Cubs do have to be careful here. Tatis had more steals of third than anybody but Jose Caballero in the majors this year. And Dansby Swanson has moved a little closer. There goes Tatis for third. Kelly won't even throw it. It's a double steal for San Diego with 1 out.
This time he times it perfectly. Kelly couldn't get it out of his glove. Second and third now for Jackson Merrill to get the job done.
Merrill fly ball into right field. That drives Suzuki back in front of the warning track. He'll throw it into second. Arraez takes third. Tatis is in, and San Diego strikes first in the opening inning of game 2. A sacrifice fly from Jackson Merrill. 1 run in the Padres' last 33 innings in the postseason.
Now bluffing down the line, Arraez, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward left, coming in as Ian Happ makes the catch. And that ends the inning.
Bottom of the first inning, and Dylan Cease making his 4th career postseason start.
He can still strike you out. 215 strikeouts on the year, and it's some elite stuff.
Pitch to Bush on 0-2, hit in the air to deep right center field. Merrill's got a beat on it into the gap. He's there to make the catch, and again, ball's in the air to right field. You're going to have to really hit it.
Nico Horner drove in a run yesterday in his first ever career postseason game.
And Nico Horner just drills one in the middle, continuing his strong series with a 1-out hit.
1-0 Padres, bottom of the first, 1 away and a man at first. Ian Happ, the batter.
And Happ swings and misses here. Cease gets him again, make it 1 for 22.
98 miles per hour. We highlighted it yesterday. Cubs struggle with the fastball. Dylan Cease certainly has a top-notch fastball.
0-1 pitch, hit hard on a line to left center field. Sheets had him well played. Just a few steps over and back. He makes the catch, and the inning is over.
For the first time as a big leaguer, Shota Imanaga, second-year Cub starter from Japan, will pitch in relief, the bulk relief role after an inning. Well, the windy day might be good for Shota, who has allowed 31 home runs in his 25 starts this year.
This ball is playable, I believe. Foul territory. Kelly, the Cubs catcher, makes the play. And that's out number 1. Shota got in on his hands nicely. 1 away. And it brings up Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets gets one up in the zone and puts it high in the air to center. Pete Crow Armstrong will put him away. So 2 quick outs in the air.
Imanaga should feel pretty comfortable against the Padres. 2 starts this year, man. He went 12 1/3 against them in 2 starts. Only allowed 1 earned run.
Shota's season ERA 3.73. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shota Imanaga works 1, 2, 3.
Guys, he's had 6 home runs in his last 16 at-bats. He's homered 5 straight games going back to the regular season.
Suzuki strikes out on a devilish slider, the second strikeout for Dylan Cease. So far, he is on his game.
Craig Counsell told us before the game, for them to be able to get to Cease, they're going to have to be more patient than they have been, not chase.
Kelly goes after another high heater. This one's 100. And it's popped up to Bogarts.
Kelly retired. Cubs trail 1-0 second inning, and the batter Pete Crow Armstrong.
8th pitch of the at-bat on the way, and a swing and a miss. Got him to chase a slider that was basically in the dirt. And a 1-2-3, 2-strikeout second inning for Dylan Cease.
The Mike Schilt teams are very prepared and detail-oriented. You spend a couple of minutes with him, it's easy to tell.
1-2. Fermin swings, rips it in the air down the left field line. Happ not going to get there. That's a fair ball. Going to one-hop up against the wall in the left field corner. And Freddie Fermin at his second base with a leadoff double.
San Diego gets a runner in scoring position for Tatis. Already up a run. And Fernando's first pitch swinging, trying to inside out a ball to right. Here comes Suzuki, makes the catch in foul ground, and a good arm will keep Fermin at second.
Runner on second, one away. Arise has already singled.
And Arise grounds the ball to Nico Horner here. Need a third, but there are 2 down.
On the play, Fermin advances to third, but now there are 2 down. And you've got Machado coming up, and he hits a high fly ball, playable. Right center, Crow Armstrong and Suzuki. Seiya makes the catch. Despite a leadoff double, the Padres do not score. The shadow line is about 3 feet behind the umpire right now and moving out toward the plate area. Here's a liner into left center field, a base hit. Over toward the alley is Merrill. Dansby is taking a big turn and holding on with a single.
Matt Shaw stands in. Padres expecting bunt, which is what Shaw did in the 8th inning yesterday to help them get that add-on run.
Push up the middle. It's caught by Bogarts and safe at second base. Swanson just snuck in there. We'll see if San Diego chooses to use a challenge. And remember, you get an extra challenge in the postseason, and the Padres will call for a review.
I don't know if you can overturn that. The call on the field is safe. I don't know if his glove gets there before.
That's a tough one.
Swanson's hand.
But if you look at it real close, you can almost see the wrinkle in Bogart's glove. When I say the wrinkle, that means when it actually touches the base, it wrinkles back a little bit.
The call on the field stands. Runner safe. San Diego has 1 challenge remaining.
So Dansby Swanson, by maybe half a fingertip, saves the inning for Chicago.
1-1 in the air, right center field, not deep at all. Jackson Merrill into the spot. Fernando there as well, and Merrill makes the catch as they sort of bonk into one another, but the inning is over.
Imanaga's been good in relief. Andrew Kittredge opened the game and gave up a run on 2 hits with a strikeout, and Imanaga's allowed just 1 hit through 2. The last leadoff walk for Jackson Merrill.
To bring Xander Bogaerts to the plate, who has swung the bat tremendously here in his first few at-bats of this wild card series.
Strikes out on the sweeper.
Man, that's getting it done right there.
O'Hearn fouled out his first time.
O'Hearn gets a sweeper, and he is on time for it. Ryan O'Hearn, destroyer of lefties down the stretch. He's got his first hit in this postseason, and San Diego heads 2 on with 1 out. San Diego is going to go to the bench early on here in the 4th inning. Jose Iglesias will pinch hit for Gavin Sheets. He lines his ball sharply at Crow Armstrong, who nearly overran it, and makes the catch for out number 2.
Shota trying to put a 0 on the board here in the 4th inning. Cronenworth struck out his first time. This ball is hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Swanson. Throws to first to get him. Good play by Dansby. The Padres get a single and a walk, but they walk away empty-handed.
And I tell you what, I don't know that the odds were that Dylan would still be out there in the 4th inning, unless maybe the Padres had a huge day offensively. But here he is.
And Happ puts a ball in the air. Foul ground. Machado can't get to it. Dives to the edge of the Cub dugout.
Manny Machado doing his best right there, man. You talk about wide open, trying to make a play.
Hope he's
you just
okay.
hope he is okay. Going hard, one quick peek. You got to slide it, kind of slow down. And right there, yeah, it looks like that right leg, or left leg, rather, left knee, kind of got into that padding a little bit.
Takes a lot to knock this guy out of the game.
Here's the payoff pitch. Happ swings and misses. Strike 3. Cease gets him again.
It's been predominantly fastballs, 56% here in today's ball game.
Back to the heater, 100 from Dylan Cease for another punch out.
I mean, that's not even fair. That's not even fair at all.
5 strikeouts for Cease. Nary a walk in sight.
See, a lines one down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. It goes all the way into the corner. Chasing it down is Bryce Johnson. Saya will stop at second with a double.
Freddie Fermin calls an all-staff meeting at the mound. 3 2/3, no runs today, and now the Padres will intentionally walk Carson Kelly to get a left-on-left matchup with Adrian Morejon and Pete Crow Armstrong. Mike Schilt is pushing some buttons early in this game. He'll go to the bullpen after 11 outs and no runs against Cease.
Morejon look back at second base. Here's the 1-2 pitch and a broken back grounder to first. Arise has it. Going to race PCA to the bag, and Luis wins the race to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 guys left on base.
Shota Imanaga on the mound. Freddie Fermin, right-handed hitting catcher at the plate. The lefty Imanaga works his motion.
Imanaga in the dirt, and Fermin couldn't hold up. Strike 3. Shota with his 3rd punch out and 3 1/3.
Shota doing what Shota does.
He will face Tatis for a second time, which is something Craig Counsell appeared to have some concerns about just by putting in Andrew Kittredge as the opener. Here we go. No. Tatis takes the sweeper. That's a hard-earned walk. Arise singled in the first, grounded out to second in the 3rd. Arise with a little drag bunt. Imanaga will go to first, get the second out.
I'll see what Craig Counsell's going to do. He is going to leave Schott in, and they're going to pitch to Machado here with the base open.
And Machado cracks the first pitch to deep left field. Ian Happ will watch it go. Manny Machado destroys a first pitch splinter. The Cubs do not turn to the bullpen, and Machado hits it over the bullpen. 3-0 San Diego.
And what do we talk about coming into this game? It's got to be the dudes. And for the Padres, it is Tatis, it is Machado.
We often say it, big-time players show up at the big moments. This is a pretty big moment in this ball game.
As big a moment as there has been, and as big a swing as the Padres have had.
Shota is ready. Here comes the 0-2. Chopped up the first baseline, fielded behind the bag by Bush. He steps on the cushion. That's out number 3, but the Padres do some damage.
We got Mason Miller, Jeremiah Estrada, and then we did not see Robert Suarez, the Padres closer, yesterday. He is well rested. Swanson down swinging. There's that nasty changeup for Morejon.
1 out, nobody on for Matt Shaw. 3-0 Padres in the 5th, and a ball outside.
Shaw breaks his bat. Machado from 3rd makes the play, and there are 2 down. There are the Padres bullpen ranks. Best ERA, lowest whip.
Jackson Merrill coming on. He's there, and he's making the catch. That's a 1-2-3 5th inning for Adrian Morejon, who has retired all 4 men that he has faced.
3-0 lead for San Diego of the Chicago Cubs, and Caleb Thielbar is into the game. And a little tapper here. Thielbar up the line will have trouble getting it out of his glove. An infield hit for Xander Bogaerts.
3-2. O'Hearn takes low ball 4. So the Padres in business against Thielbar. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And remember, Bryce Johnson is now in this spot after Iglesias hit for Sheets. Johnson is an outstanding bunter, and you can almost book it that that'll be the situation here.
And the bunt is back on 2 strikes, and he is frozen. So bunt, swing away, and then strikes out looking after showing a bunt. Jake Cronenworth really reliable at the end of the regular season. He reached base in his final 16 games. Puts this ball in the air to Pete Crow Armstrong. Bogaerts will hold at second on out number 2. And Craig Counsell will go get Caleb Thielbar. 2/3 of an inning for Caleb Thielbar. He hit a walk, a strikeout, and now Colin Ray, the Cubs' 4th pitcher of the game.
Big chop to the hole at short, fielded by Swanson. Running throw to first, and he got him. Good play by Dansby. That's not an easy throw. It's a longer throw than you realize, but he made it.
Morejon has gone 2 innings 3 times this year. Where off of Morejon, it kicks right to Arise. who tags the bag with the baseball.
That's what you call a kick save and a beauty right there.
Another ball blistered by Nico Hoerner. It goes off the foot and rolls right to Arise. He touches the bag with the ball, and all Morejon could do was turn and give the out signal himself.
26-year-old from Havana, Cuba, comes home with the ball grounded to Bogaerts. Another sinker, another out.
Well, you'd love to see Tuck do something good here and get on base, get him a base knock, a walk, an extra base hit, and bring Seiya to the plate.
Popped into shallow center. Merrill coming on. He's there to make the catch, and Morejon has gone 7 up, 7 down to get the Padres through 6.
And it is Mason Miller time.
It's time for the smoke show is what it is. 2.63 ERA, 61 2/3. He has worked, and my gosh.
No big swing there. 103 top shelved him. The Cubs strike out in a full count for the 5th time today.
Boy, Mason Miller reaching deep down in that lunch pail of his and pulling out a little extra cheese top shelf. How about that?
104 from Mason Miller. About as fast as a human being has ever thrown a baseball. 6 times in the regular season, Miller, with either the A's or the Padres, struck out the side. He did it in his postseason debut.
Base is empty, 2 outs, 3-2. Here's the pitch to Crow. Armstrong taken on the inside corner, top of the zone. Strike 3 called, and for the 2nd consecutive day, Mason Miller strikes out the side in the 7th, getting Suzuki, Kelly, and Crow Armstrong both days.
Dansby Swanson and the Cubs have just 6 outs left to try to avoid a winner-take-all Game 3. Mason Miller has faced 6 batters and struck them all out in the series.
And Swanson swings and misses. Strike 3, 103 up in the zone. 4 straight strikeouts for Mason Miller, who has struck out all 7 batters.
Young Moises Ballesteros will make his postseason debut. Ballesteros is helpless. You could give these Cubs a cricket bat. You give them a skyscraper. It's probably not going to matter. They can't do anything against Mason Miller. And the longer Mason Miller goes, somebody with this powerful an arm, the Padres do want to protect, but the better the likelihood there is it tomorrow, and that will snap the strikeout streak. The Cubs have their first base runner since the 4th. You don't strike somebody out, you're out of the game. These are the rules around here. Struck out 8 straight to begin his postseason career. He will leave with 4 outs to go after 27 pitches. And the Padres turn to Robert Suarez, 2.97 ERA in the regular season. And again, Ben led the National League with those 40 saves.
Let's see if Nico Hoerner can get on, which would allow Ian Happ to become the potential tying run in this 8th inning.
Lifted in the air to right field. Fernando back towards the corner. Leaps up and makes the catch on the move to end the inning. Tatis needed to go and get it, and he did, and we'll head to the 9th inning.
The Cubs 0 for the first 8 innings offensively, and they're trying to get on the board here because in the best-of-3 wild card format, the Game 1 home winner has never lost Game 2. Cubs need 3 runs against an all-star closer, Robert Suarez, in the 9th to avoid a Game 3 tomorrow. Happ in the air to left. Bryce Johnson. 1 out.
1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 9th inning. Kyle Tucker, the batter, 0 for 3 on the day.
Tucker, right center field. There's his first hit of the wild card series. A little life for the Cubs.
Well, that's what the Cubs need, man. They got to have some base runners, and we talked about it a couple innings ago. They got to have a big swing in there.
If you want some runs, this is your dude. Home run yesterday in the 5th to get their rally going. He's had 6, count them, 6 home runs in the last 5 games.
On the ground, shortstop. Bogaerts stumbles, flips to second. Double play, and the Padres win it.
Wow.
San Diego shuts out the Cubs with a dominant performance from 4 pitchers. And this Padres smoke show sends the series to a decisive Game 3.